Balls to the net. There you go. Fight against May. It'll be. That's it. You know, it's not. Everything. Hey, other than just good dialogue. Hey, what about? Yeah, great names. I mean, we can get any for the and realizes that it's not Kirk. Mixture of your serum and my serum. Dangerous. Yes, right now the serum is giving you all this power. Lost you. Yeah, right. I am so things by the police. Trial, possibly even the death sentence. But don't realize, yeah, really couldn't get off. Maybe it is affecting. I shouldn't care about life for me. It's possible bad things to think. I should somewhat care about that. Instead, I only care about this serum, and he takes the serum. And then she said that the serum would be, but it won't. It's pretty gruesome. You see the copies. And he gets shot in the face. And we see it. He starts shooting at him. And this is where Kirk in the air. I'm so stupid. Picks up a cop car. Yeah, he's really going over that line. Okay. Now an anti. Yeah, but he's still a hero. He's still come back. Arc that we saw that. And this time, it's kind of flies away with her. We seems like now the villain directly into which arms is wasted is man battling here.
I am a weapon of the Emperor.
Like this is his origins. Yeah, no, it now dealing with is an elusive entity, Warhammer, wicked, Peter Panthers. Peter minds to the minds. They take over, and so because areas been sent. Time's up.
Also reveals the secret 2 as well. So make sure you press all 4.
Into achievement.
But this is also includes the secret 5 and also secret 2.
Is her arm.
So one of the doors will contain secret number 2. I can never remember which one it is.
And a hopping bar.
And now make sure you press these 4 switches. These will also be for secret number 5, but there are many of these switches.
My dad's family. Now he's on to see if he can get any answers. Fight against Barbara.
Now for secret number 2 and also a progress towards secret 5. Once we enter the red room, this is where the death key is located. So go underneath the platform to find where the death key is located. Of course, it's locked. You need to press all 4 of these switches. This will also reveal the secret 2 as well.
And instead of staying aside, yeah, and then right down as part of
Yeah, I just noticed it there. I'm back, man.
How's it going, man?
Yes, I live in an attic, so it's like 100 degrees up here. Then the people on the floor beneath me, they must be cooking food or have the stove on or have all the windows and all the ovens on shit. Because it's fucking whatever the fuck they're doing down there, it rises up here.
Yeah, well, heat rises, so.
You know, I don't know who fucking leaves their oven on for 2 or 3 hours and has all the windows and shit closed in the fucking kitchen on a 100-degree day in the summer. Obviously somebody who doesn't know how to cook. But, you know.
But one of the switches in that bottom section will be built typically as well.
Alright. Yeah.
Now, once we have dealt with all the enemies in this red room, do you now want to go up the elevator? Making sure you press the next 4 switches in this room.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just following. I have all the secrets. Okay.
Every time once you've done this all successfully, you'll get a notification with your teammate saying something's happened, but he doesn't know what happened.
Okay.
Right, this is probably the most confusing room. There will be 3 switches in this one location.
So whatever Alice is, it doesn't say anything. It's like that skilled person, but with no platinums and no YouTube channel.
And the next one is actually going up.
He didn't beat Bolton yet?
Yeah,
That takes like 2 nights.
I already finished it. I'm doing the DLC Forges of Corruption.
Oh, okay, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, well, I'm currently playing it. I'm right now doing the secret parts of it.
I gotta see what the temperature is gonna be tomorrow. Oh, but every time I click on this weather thing on my phone and I click forecast or I try to click like what the weather is, it just brings me to a fucking ad. Need to find a app on my phone that, like, when you look up the weather, it don't try to send you to Temu.
Bottom now, the
Yeah.
Anytime I try to see what the temperature is, it tells me here, go to Temu, and I never get to see the fucking temperature. So it's supposed to be even fucking hotter tomorrow. That's crazy.
Yeah. No, that's summer for you.
covered in the switch, literally blinding. If I'm not mistaken, there should be 2 more switches to this section. Now proceed on as normal, just follow the store direction. It isn't required to press both switches for this area. These switches are only for the keys that you press.
Watch any good movies or TV shows, you can watch it right on your phone.
I know. My phone's pretty much dead as it is.
So I'll cut you off. Anything worth watching, I've seen it already. You just talk into the phone. You talk out loud and the phone plays it. You know, anytime, I don't know how to, like I wanted to watch Spider-Man. I said, watch Spider-Man, and the fucking website popped up. You know what I mean? Like, anything worth watching, I already seen it. But like when I'm in these party chats talking to different people, it's like, oh, they understand that. Because I'm obviously on a video game platform, but my machine plays movies. So does my phone. It's a TV show movie device. It's a movie, television, anime, sports device.
Yep.
And I always have trouble finding anybody in the party that said they watched anything. No. Spider-Man came out a few days ago. You weren't home at 8 o'clock at night and pressed a button on your phone to see it as you played a video game you played 90 times already? Well, I did. As I was playing the same game I played 100 times, about 8 o'clock at night, I went to the microphone on my phone. I said, new Spider-Man movie free, and clicked on the first thing, and I watched it. You know? Just like I'm watching some shit right now.
As you come up the ramp, you can find this switch.
Yeah. I know. Let me see. I watched High Score Girl.
Went to watch wrestling. I went to watch. If you just type watch wrestling on any search engine, you just use the microphone and utter the words, mumble watch wrestling into the air. And then the first website that pops up lets you watch SummerSlam. So I couldn't even watch it. As soon as I turned on SummerSlam, like I think that I'm gonna see like wrestlers wrestling each other and cool stuff, you know, SummerSlam. It's like the summertime WrestleMania. As soon as I turned it on, you had some weird Chinese lady come out to the ring and wrestle some other lady. As soon as the show came on, I had to turn it off. I'm like, I don't know who that Chinese lady is or why she's dressed like a cosplayer or something. But I didn't fucking go out of my, I didn't go out of my way. Bear with me here. Let me talk. I gotta talk over you. I didn't go out of my way to illegally pirate fucking SummerSlam. As soon as I start the show, watch some weird Chinese woman dressed what appeared to be a cosplayer. She dressed up in cosplay. I turned it off after 2 minutes. I never got to watch SummerSlam because the first 5 minutes didn't captivate me enough to make me stay. You know, I'm a wrestling fan. But when I go to watch wrestling, I ain't there to watch Chinese ladies dressed up like Marvel characters or something, like she belongs at a comic book convention. And then I don't even know who she was, who her opponent was. You know, I clicked on it. I had clicked on it because it showed CM Punk, it showed Brock Lesnar, it showed some black guy, and it showed Cody Rhodes. All I got was some Chinese cosplay lady. I turned it off. So wrestling, I ain't been able to watch WWE in over a year. It's been unwatchable. Yeah, I don't. Liv Morgan remind me of somebody with Down syndrome or something. She looked more like a pornography star than a wrestler. I'm not there to watch strippers and porn stars dress up as wrestlers.
We're going to grab secret 3, 4. So drop down. I did try to jump across that platform there on the left, or the crates. I tried multiple times. I just
Yeah, I'm not into none of that. That's whatever you're talking about. That's what makes me not watch it. You got the Chinese lady fighting the. Listen, bear with me here. Use your imagination. You got a Chinese lady dressed up like she's at a comic book convention, fighting some lady who looks like she got Down syndrome and dresses like a porn star. I ain't here to watch the cosplayer fight the porn star. I had to turn that off. Like I'm thinking to myself, what made me love wrestling as a boy? You know, during the Stone Cold Steve Austin era and when The Rock first came out, it was a 2-hour show, 3-hour show, and there was no women wrestlers on it. In the year like 2010 or 2012, it became a 3-hour show, but an hour and a half of it is women wrestling. And if I wanted to watch women wrestling, I can watch WOW, Women of Wrestling. I could watch Glow. But I ain't here to watch Glow. I ain't here to watch WOW. Like the last female wrestler that I thought was watchable, it was Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair years ago. Yeah, so I think part of, well, good. She's not there often enough, okay? Trust me, she's not there. She's not there. Just because she was there for 20 minutes today, she's not going to be there tomorrow night. Monday tomorrow. She's not going to be there. The point I'm trying to make is I started to not watch wrestling about in the year 2010, 2012 when I would turn the show on to see my favorite wrestlers. And it would just be women wrestling, but the women didn't even look like wrestlers to me. They looked like cosplayers or porn stars. Yeah, it looked like go to Pornhub on your phone and just look at the thumbnails. They look like the female wrestlers, don't they? They look like the female wrestlers, so it's I'm not really behind that. So it's I had lost interest when half the show became just female wrestling. And I'm not, it sounds sexist. It might sound rude, but at the end of the day, it's WWE entertainment. There's anything. I'm not entertained by women that look like cosplayers fake fighting, and I'm not entertained by women that look like porn stars fake fighting. I'm not entertained by stripper fights, fake stripper battles.
Now we're going to proceed on now as the story progresses.
Yeah, it's like fake stripper battles. I'm going to, after everything I just said, why would you recommend that to me when I told you I don't like that? Don't make any sense. Back in there, nobody, if you want to watch any wrestling, just go to Watch Wrestling. Just type Watch Wrestling on Google and whatever you're talking about will be there. Some shit from 1988, yeah, go to Watch Wrestling. Go watch it. Or type WWE Raw Internet Archive, and then hit search. Make sure you type Internet Archive after the word Raw.
And when you get to your next elevator, before going up, make sure you press the switch next to it on the right side.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Jimmy Hart. I never liked him. He was the mouth. All those down, I know from down south, and I'm sorry that you have to hear this, but I'm up north. I'm a Yankee. I was never a fan of Jim Cornette. I was never a fan of that fucking dude Jeff Jarrett. I ain't never liked the mouth of the South. Whatever you said his name was, I didn't like none of those people. I always hated them Southern wrestlers. The only one I'll put up with this day and age is a guy named Kerry Morton. Look up Kerry Morton. That's the only Southern wrestler that I'll tolerate.
This will be a skull with a blinking eye. The shootout on the pillar.
Yeah, well, people in the north heard of him.
Now we're going to proceed on now as the story progression wants us to. Can't really miss this area because you need to come here.
So, like, after John Cena tapped out, that was the last time I ever watched wrestling and was, like, entertained by it. And that was, like, I didn't like that. Like, the last time I had fun watching wrestling was up until the moment John Cena tapped out. Like, John Cena returned, and then he had his, like, he's going to retire, and he was there for, like, months. He became a bad guy. I loved it when John Cena became a bad guy. The day Hulk Hogan died, he instantly became a good guy again. Yeah, Hulk Hogan died on the news. Same night, John Cena went good again. I don't know if it was because Hulk Hogan died or what, but wasn't John Cena supposed to be the big bad guy? He was going to win and take the title with him when he left? Guess not. Guess he smiled and tapped out and they lost the thing. So what I've been watching, and you don't need to watch WWE to have fun watching wrestling. Let me put you onto something. Every Thursday night on YouTube at 7 p.m. and it's live. You can participate and type and watch. It's JCW. I challenge you, I dare you. Go to YouTube right now, type in JCW live stream. And click on one of the videos. I think the channel's called Psychopathic. Now JCW, that wrestling to me is way more entertaining than WWE. And when it comes to the women of JCW, they look like actual fighters. When I'm watching JCW and two women's is fighting each other, one don't look like a Japanese cosplayer, and the other one doesn't look like an American porn star. They look like actual fighters who will fight each other. That's one thing I liked about the women in JCW. They look like actual fighters. But yeah, JCW is pretty hardcore. Like, you have people in the audience doing drugs. People will get hit with beer bottles in the ring. You know, like a wrestler will be walking out to the ring, somebody will dump a shit ton of popcorn on their head and then splash them with a soda bottle because they don't like them. JCW, that's hardcore wrestling. This shit comes on every Thursday night at 7 p.m. And it's a live stream. So you could talk with the other people. There's people watching it with you. So if you try to go to like a WWE, let's say Raw comes on tomorrow night. Raw comes on tomorrow night. You try to live stream it and invite your friends, your channel gets taken away. You try to watch JCW live and invite your friends, you might get an email from JCW saying thanks for the free advertising. You get what I mean? So you're allowed to live stream JCW and watch it with your friends. It's free advertising for them. Now, like a week after John Cena retired or tapped out, I discovered JCW. Been watching it every Thursday ever since. And if you're a fan of wrestling, then you're gonna like JCW way better than WWE. Especially if the only wrestling you were ever exposed to was WWE or AEW, then JCW will blow your fucking mind, have your head explode. Because it definitely ain't WWE, which sucks. The opposite of suck. JCW is the opposite of suck.
That'll be that switch down bottom. We can't actually go down there yet because we're too high up. We can't jump down. So once again, just follow the story as intended. Press these switches.
You know who Vince Russo?
Yep.
Yeah, Vince Russo, he's running JCW right now. That's another reason it's pretty decent. If you got a phone in front of you, go to YouTube, type JCW. Sorry I said anything. Forget it. You guys don't understand.
No, I understand. And I used to watch WWE when I was a kid.
Well, I challenge you and I dare you to do this one day. You got a phone right in front of you. You could do it while you take a shit. Take 5 minutes. Think to yourself in your head what you enjoyed about wrestling when you were a boy, when you did watch it. Quickly make a list of 5 or 6 things. Oh, that was cool. Do you follow me so far? Quickly in your head, make a list of things that you enjoyed when you watched wrestling as a boy. Then tune into the newest episode of Raw. Go to Watch Wrestling. Just type Watch Wrestling on Google. Go to the first website and click play on the first thing. And now after you remember in your head what you enjoyed as a boy and why you watched it, watch 30 minutes of it, fast forward through it, listen and look, fast forward for 30 minutes, listen and look. But you'll wind up hating the fucking shit because nothing that you made on that list is gonna be on there. Did it make sense the way I said it?
Yep.
Yeah, think of what you loved about it when you were a kid, because when you go to it now, it ain't gonna be there. In fact, there's a good chance that it'll be the direct opposite. That's where JCW comes in. They swooped in. WWE dropped the ball so hard that some other company with no money lipped in under their nose and stole $1 million of their fans. Yeah, it's called JCW, 3 letters. Yeah, UFC sucks too. I can't never watch Ultimate Fighting, I'll tell you why. You have 2 people fighting, one guy will punch the other guy will fall for a second, then he'll get back up, and then they'll say the other guy won. I said, you can say the one guy, so I'm watching a fight here. I live in New York. People fight every day. I watch people fight every day. I could go to the corner store and watch a fight right now down the road. When 2 people are fighting and one person gets punched and falls on the ground for 1 second and then hops back up, the fight continues. You don't say, oh, this guy won. He knocked him out. So you don't look knocked out. So I'd never watch fucking Ultimate Fighting because that whole shit seemed rigged. I watched a dude get punched in his face, fall on the ground for 1 second. I said, 1 Mississippi. And then he hopped up ready to throw hands, and the referee stepped in and said, nope, you were knocked out. I said, if you're knocked out, you're laying there asleep for 10 seconds, like Mike Tyson's punch out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you continue? Are you able to continue? Are you able to continue? They literally fucking, like, as soon as the dude's fucking back hit the ground and he instantaneously jumped up, they said match over, the other guy won. I said this shit is rigged, never watched it again. Yeah, so if those people that are rigging the Ultimate Fighting matches are fucking in charge of WWE now, which is fake fighting, then you know UFC is fake. UFC is totally fake because the people that is in charge of WWE fake fighting is in charge of the fucking UFC. The whole thing. I like Denzel, and I'm not even going to watch it when they bring him back. It's 10 years too late. They should have never fired him. JCW and put the screen in front of them for 5 seconds, and they ain't never going to watch WWE again. That's how easy it is for WWE to lose their fans right now. You show any WWE person any other kind of wrestling there is, and they ain't never watching WWE again. They might go back to it 5 years from now just to see what it looks like in the future. But WWE is at a point right now where the fans are just looking for something else. Now the video games are a different story. You know, video game is a video game. People's always going to buy the WWE video games, you know what I mean? But I'm talking about a person who sat and watched the show every Monday night for 10 years, that they don't want to watch it no more. They've been looking for something else. And like AEW is got it on, it's free on the PlayStation. On Tubi TV, the free app, if you type AEW, they got a 24/7 television channel that's free, AEW. And on Pluto TV, they got TNA, which is free wrestling. Now, I thought TNA was way better than WWE. The reruns of TNA on Pluto are 1,000 times better than any new WWE product. And now the only problem I had with AEW was there's plenty of wrestling, there's plenty of cool wrestlers, which is amazing. But it lacks the storytelling. That's the one thing that WWE got over AEW. Even though the stories are shit in WWE, at least they got a story, unlike AEW. And you could debate and say, well, AEW has a few stories. It does, but it's nothing that like you could sink your teeth into. It's not like a, you know. The AEW is lacking the storytelling. But JCW got Vince Russo. Vince Russo is the ultimate storyteller. So JCW got a lot of... Like, you'll watch a match, then you'll have 5 minutes of, like, people telling a story. You'll watch a match, and you'll see some people telling a little story. Why they fighting, how they met, why they don't like each other, what the one guy did to the other guy. You know, fun stuff. Hello, Jax. You know you were in 9 Mortal Kombats, right? Yeah, all 9 of them. Yeah, all 9 of them. Yeah, was Jax, he wasn't in Mortal Kombat 1, was he? That's fucked up. They did him dirty then. Them cameos suck. I got a platinum on that game. Yeah, my favorite character, Kano, he's a useless cameo. He don't do nothing. And like all the characters that people wanted to, like, yeah, well, all the characters that people wanted to actually pay money to play as, they stuck them as cameos. Like a bunch of people would have paid $15 just to play as Goro. Nope, he's a cameo. I seen my favorite character, Kano, as a cameo. I said, please let me give you $10 just to play as him. Nope. Yeah, in my opinion, Goro should have been a playable character. Then his player 2 skin, like when you log in with your second controller and try to 2 people be Goro, the second guy should have been Kintaro. So if you're playing at home and somebody uses your second controller and you both click Goro, player 2 should have been a secret Kintaro. Yeah, Mortal Kombat fell off big time, and in order to recoup the money that they had lost on Mortal Kombat 1, they rushed and released all the old games. But it wasn't the old games that the people wanted to play. Everybody wanted Deception, Armageddon, Deadly Alliance, and MK vs. DC. Let me repeat that again. Everybody wanted Deadly Alliance, Armageddon. There's 3 PlayStation 2 Mortal Kombats, and that's what they wanted. They wanted Shaolin Monks, they wanted Deadly Alliance, they wanted Armageddon, and yeah, nobody wanted to play those games. Like, people were essentially paying, well, people were paying $60 just to play a few emulator games online. You were just paying to play those old games online with your friends, because you could play those games for free anywhere. Like, you could play Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 free on a cell phone, and just you could use your PlayStation 5 controller to play it. So essentially, they was paying $50 just to verse people, which I couldn't justify, so I never bought it. But after speaking to like dozens of fans and being in the party daily, it seems like there's 3 PlayStation 2 Mortal Kombats. I don't remember the name. Do you? I think one is called Deadly Alliance, one is called Armageddon, and what's the other one? Deadly Alliance, Armageddon, and what else?
5 and last location. Proceed on now as normal. So once you have dealt with all the bad guys, you see the secret and claim.
Well, there's 3 games. Mortal Kombat 6, 7, and 8. Those 3 games didn't have numbers. No, they're the ones that the fans wanted in the collection. Nobody wanted 1, nobody wanted 2, nobody wanted 3. You could play them on a phone. People wanted Mortal Kombat 6, 7, and 8, and there's 4 people in the party. Nobody can give me a clear name of any of those games. I had suggested Deadly Alliance Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat Armageddon, a nameless Mortal Kombat. None of us could figure out the name of it, apparently. And MK versus DC. So when you guys can figure out the name of Mortal Kombat 6, 7, and 8, or 5, 6, and 7,
Once we have picked up or going to pick up.
yeah, because Mortal Kombat 8 is MK versus DC, and Mortal Kombat 9 is just Mortal Kombat for the PS3. Yeah, also, the one I had Kratos in it. I only played as Kratos, so I never seen her. But, what were them 3 other games? It's Deadly Alliance, Armageddon, and what? No, that's not in the Mortal Kombat number thing. Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat 4, and then name it. I'll say it again for you. Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat 4. What was next? Deadly Alliance. We'll use that to fill in the gap. Deadly Alliance, Armageddon, and then what was the other one? Didn't we list all the Mortal Kombat? Mortal Kombat 1, Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat 4. I'm gonna give you the 3 names. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Mortal Kombat Deception, Mortal Kombat Armageddon. So long story short, Mortal Kombat 1 did so fucking bad that they had to release them old games to try to recuperate the money for the shareholders of the company. Like the fucking shareholders of the company, they got a smaller check that month. Like there's people that invested like in stocks, and like when Mortal Kombat came out, their dividend didn't pay out as much. Like you get a monthly check, you get money in your account when you play the stocks, and that shit dropped because Mortal Kombat won. So in order to keep the shareholders, so they can keep getting their dividends, they tried to release the old games. But according to this list, the old games that the fans wanted were Deadly Alliance, Deception, Armageddon, and Shaolin Monks, and MK vs. DC. Those 4 or 5 games are non-existent on the collection. So epic fail number 2. Yeah, so Mortal Kombat's doing real fucking bad. They almost bankrupted themselves with Mortal Kombat 1 just to make it so the shareholders didn't sue them and tank the company. They had to come out with fucking the collection, and God knows what their plan is for the future. I know that if they wanted to make $1 billion fucking dollars or a couple of hundred, if they wanted to make an insane amount of money and make a big fucking splash, you need Deadly Alliance, Deception, Armageddon, and the other 2 in the collection. And that should be worth 70, 80 bucks. Now their excuse for not doing it? It's too hard for us to emulate a PlayStation 2 game on the PS5. I don't think that's an excuse though. Because if I was to I could literally go to a YouTube video and send myself a message on the PlayStation from the app and open up the message from the PlayStation and click on the blue letters. And my PlayStation 5 will be jailbroke and I could play Mortal Kombat Deception. You can literally fucking play Mortal Kombat Deception on your PS5 by sending yourself a YouTube video to the PlayStation. opening up the YouTube video on the PlayStation and simply clicking the blue letters. It'll fucking break your whole PlayStation and you'll be able to download PS2 games. Sorry for going in, but I'm gonna say shit for a bit. Thanks for letting me talk.
Alright, go ahead. No problem.
Hold on, some guy started like insulting me in a group I had added him to. And then somebody said, what happened here? Yeah, that's what happened. Sorry to sound dramatic.
Yeah.
Or the blue.
Yeah, it's a rare occasion.
Hey guys, remember when I was saying I didn't really want to watch SummerSlam because as soon as it began, the Chinese lady came out and I was like, hell no. Well, I tried to watch it. I skipped after the match. I skipped forward to the Chinese lady wasn't there no more. You know, then it starts showing Socolo or whatever his name is. I said, oh my God. I said, shit. And I turned that shit off too. I don't like them Samoan guys. I don't like watching them Samoan dudes or whatever. I'm not into that, the bloodline or whatever. Like, I'm from New York. I don't know anything about Hawaii or islands or anything like that. I don't want to see that. I think there was a match with some dude named Nick Aldis, and he always been really cool. I think they're doing him dirty by making him an announcer. And didn't they force him to lose to Gunther? Apparently he lost. I'm watching a recap. He loses to Gunther. They got Nick Aldis coming out looking like the Hulk. He came out there looking like the Hulk or whatever. He lost to some dude in a pair of underwear. In real life, anybody that punched Gunther in his chin but did it like off to the side, he would just fall on the ground asleep. Like if you stood in front of Gunther and just jumped to the side and hit him in his chin, he'll just collapse. So I don't believe none of that shit. Or you could even take your left hand and not even use it to like hit him hard. You could take this works in a real fight. Take your left hand, and you got to be right-handed for this. Take your left hand and just shove it where a person's belly button is. Make a fist and don't even hit them, because you're just trying to get them to stick their chin out a little bit. This is a person's normal reaction. When you take your left hand, when you take your left hand and you put it where their stomach is, where their belly button is, quickly jump to the side and use your right hand to hit them in the chin from the side of the face. You'll win almost every time. Instant win with that. Instant win with that. The left hand to the stomach where the belly button is, you pivot to the side and hit him in the fucking chin. I never lost a fight doing that, but I had my ass whooped a lot of times. Hey, speaking of like karate and fighting and stuff, you ever play Baki? Baki. Oh, okay. That might have been where I originally met you at. Yeah, bear with me here. Like about a month ago, I was like really high, and I decided to like try out a game that was like one of my most played games. I wanted to see if it was still there, if people were still playing it. But I don't even play that game anymore, but I had played it that one night because I was like really, really high. Well, like a saving grace, like one of the greatest things about the game is if you have the physical copy, you can still put the disc in and play it because it has a one-player mission mode. Now, if you take Chainsaw Massacre to disc and you put it into your PlayStation, nothing happens. Nothing happens. It'll say, do you have the internet? Do you have a PlayStation subscription? It's asking you questions instead of putting a game on. But what's amazing about Evil Dead is you can actually play the game with a disc. Same thing with Friday the 13th. But fucking Chainsaw Massacre, big no-no. Don't ever buy the disc of that. You never get to play it. Not unless you pay $60 a month for the internet and $20 a month for a PlayStation subscription. Hey Jax, sorry if I was rude or you to something and then kicked you out of it or sent you too many invites, because I'm on here each night and if somebody don't respond, I might think it's an abandoned account, or I might forget who they are, or I like remove them from the group because I'm like, they don't need to be seeing notifications anyway if they ain't gonna join or something, so don't hold it against me.
That's right.
But Joe Valentine, I didn't realize you were a wrestling fan. I like wrestling too. But I like watching WWE from the year 1997 to 2003. And like in order to find that, what I had done was I typed WWF Raw Internet Archive. Now if you just visit Internet Archive, you'll never find Raw on there. Too many names and things on whatever Internet Archive. But if you do the Google search and you type WWF, not E, WWF Raw, and then type Internet Archive, the first thing that pops you up will bring you to like a database that lets you watch anything from like 1980 to like 2012. So that worked good for that shit, the Internet Archive. Because Watch Wrestling website is probably only going to go back about 10 years, which means they're not going to have much of the good stuff. Then what I had noticed, on top of all this, what I had noticed is on YouTube, if you just type WCW Live, they have like rerun, like every episode of WCW running 24/7 on a loop on YouTube. Like 10 years worth of WCW running on an endless loop for like months. Yes. There's a long documentary behind it. There's a long documentary that explains it. So you don't need to go in. We'll be here all night. Point I'm trying to make, Vanderpool is fucking, if you got your phone, you can literally go to Internet Archive and watch good wrestling. If you got your phone, you can go to YouTube and watch JCW or live WCW. So there's not even an excuse to even watch WWE no more. If all they're gonna put out is garbage, there's no point in even looking at it anymore, because we could watch WCW or JCW. And if that wasn't good enough, you could go to Pluto and watch TNA, or go to Tubi and watch live AEW. So I ain't putting up with that WWE shit no more. Maybe in 10 years I'll tune back in and maybe they'll fix themselves.
Welcome to Mission 4. So once you go across the broken bridge, you will have 4 opinions.
Here's another thing I discovered. When you go to the website to purchase just a t-shirt, that when you wash it 2 times, it'll fade and the paint will start cracking off the shirt. You know, they're charging like $60 or $70 for like shirts. Want to know what's cheaper than buying a WWE shirt? You visit the WWE website, you download an image of the shirt, and then there's websites that literally let you make your own shirt. Type this on Google, make my own shirt, and then click on the first website, and then go to your images and literally take the $70 WWE shirt and paste it right onto the make your own shirt, and they'll sell it to you for $35. Why would I give WWE $80 for a John Cena shirt when I could take the same image from that $80 John Cena shirt, cut and paste it onto a shirt for $30 and have it sent in the mail 4 days later? So I can't justify it. It's cheaper to have the competitor fucking print one of the images on a shirt than actually buy a wrestling shirt.
No. Nope, sorry, time for me to get...
Here's a real life example. I had wanted a WWE t-shirt that didn't exist. I wanted Hulk Hogan as a zombie on the cover of the shirt.